So tell us about your work in Google.
I am working here as a software engineer in Google Taiwan.
So what makes you to come to Taiwan?
In Google, we try to make one of the best smartphones in the world. As we all know, the smartphone market is very competitive right now. I am a technical lead who is responsible for the performance, power, and stability of a chip.
So I think it's really important what you are doing. So did you feel any difficulties while adjusting in the corporate life in Taiwan? What kind of skill do you think is required to get a job in big companies just like you at Google?
We're hiring heavily right now in Google Taiwan.
So any suggestion for the student who wants to find a job after their graduation in Taiwan?
Google Taiwan is expanding. If you are in Taiwan or planning to relocate to Taiwan, I think this is one of the best opportunities.
So which Taiwanese food you really like? Hello my YouTube family, welcome to today's vlog. And today vlog I'm going to interview one of my friend who is working in Google Taiwan. So he's going to talk about how you can find a good job at Google. He is also sharing that Google Taiwan is hiring heavily right now, so it's a good chance for young people to get a job in Google Taiwan. So let's go and listen him. Siddharth, welcome to my channel and it's my pleasure to invite you here. So do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, so I am Siddharth Kapoor. I am working here as a software engineer in Google Taiwan.
So how long have you been in Taiwan and how's it so far?
Yeah, so I've been living here for almost 10 years now. I'm living here with my family. Living here has been fantastic. Taiwan is a really good place to live in, very convenient.
So what makes you to come to Taiwan?
Back in 2011, I was working with Samsung R&D Center in Noida, India. At that time, one of my good friends here in HTC Taiwan, he referred me and the smartphone industry was coming up at that time. Samsung just launched their first Galaxy smartphone and HTC is already a pioneer in Android smartphones. So they are looking to expand their software R&D center here in Taiwan. And I thought it will be a good opportunity to contribute to a product which will be used and admired by millions of people around the world.
So tell us about your work in Google.
Okay, so I've been working in consumer electronics product development throughout my career, and similarly in Google also I've been working to develop the Pixel smartphone. In Google, we try to make one of the best smartphones in the world. As we all know, the smartphone market is very competitive right now. In Pixel development, basically I focus on digital and graphics development. I'm a technical lead who is responsible for the performance, power, and stability of a GPU, which is responsible for the whole graphics framework in a smartphone.
I think it's really important to enhance the performance because all the smartphone becomes very multitasking now. And I think it's very important to save the power and how to make it more better than the other. Smartphone market is really big and competitive right now. So I think it's really important what you are doing to enhance the performance and making the smartphone more better.
Right.
So did you feel any difficulties while adjusting in the corporate life in Taiwan?
So when I joined HTC in 2011, that time it was basically a Taiwanese company. It was coming out of its steel to become a global company. That time there were some concerns regarding the use of language in the corporate life in Taiwan. They were primarily using Mandarin as a medium of communication, but mostly the written communication was in English. Moreover, in HTC, there was a difference in the management style compared to the companies in western part of the world. So in Taiwan, as similar to the most Asian economies, it's most of a top-down management style. People are not expected to speak up that much in the meetings rather than take orders. So if you know, Taiwan has been a manufacturing hub for a long time. So it's hard to come out of that shield and maybe acquire that kind of management system here. So when I joined HTC 10 years back, that time I was the person who was voicing the opinions. As most of the people from India or the western part of the world, we like to voice our opinions. So likewise, I was the one who was speaking the most in the meetings out of the turns, and which was not expected, but I think that was taken very well.
Taiwanese don't really express their idea, they just do it. I think we Indians are like to speak whatever comes in our mind, even though might be the idea is not correct, but it should be said.
Still we are encouraged and respected to speak up. So in 2018, Google acquired most of the smartphone business HTC. That's how I joined Google and working for the Pixel smartphone now.
In 2018, you joined Google from HTC, right?
Right.
So what kind of skill do you think is required to get a job in big companies just like you at Google?
So it really depends on what kind of role you are looking for in the companies like Google. As I am a software engineer, so I can talk about software engineers here. There are basically 5 to 6 rounds of interviews you can expect for any role in Google. For software engineers, there are basically 3 to 4 rounds of technical interviews you can expect, and 1 round of googliness and leadership, which is what we call in Google. 1 round with your hiring manager, which is fit talk. This is a process which takes around 1 to 2 months at least. And we are hiring heavily right now in Google Taiwan. So for the technical rounds, you need to be strong in your basics. They assess everything from your basics in programming languages, either C, C++, or Java, or Python scripting, depending on the role that you are looking for.
I mean, if someone wants to find a job in IT, right?
Right.
Or as a programmer.
For the Googliness and leadership, which is something new to Google, it is basically an interview in which we assess the attitude or the outlook of a person depending on different situations or the challenges that we face in everyday work life. And the final one should be a fit talk with the team or the hiring manager that you want to join in Google.
Yeah, I think it seems like very tough, but it could be very interesting if you really wants to get a job. The company likes Google, right? And I think
Right.
you did a good job to get in Google. So any suggestion for the student who wants to find a job after their graduation in Taiwan?
The basic thing which the students in Taiwan can focus on is to making their basics strong. For example, if you are studying computer engineering, then your basics for the computer architecture or programming languages should be really strong. And we are recruiting heavily here in Google right now. So Google Taiwan is expanding. They have also set up a new office in Banqiao recently, which they are planning to expand and recruit more employees soon. We are recruiting every kind of talent, not just for Taiwanese, but even expats. So Google Taiwan is looking to diversify the employee strength over here. So in the past 1 year, Google has been recruiting heavily, and they have recruited almost 15 to 20 engineers from India and the subcontinent. If you are seeing this video anywhere outside Taiwan, please feel free to apply at careers.google.com with a positive attitude.
That's a website to apply in Google, right? To find a
Right,
job.
right.
Okay.
It's a career site for Google. Please feel free to put up any questions for me in the comment section.
Yeah, just you can write down and we guys can help you to answer that question. So what do you want to suggest if someone wants to come to Taiwan just for work?
As you know, Taiwan is known for its chip leadership around the world. It has one of the best semiconductors companies which are headquartered here in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Taiwan is very strategically located around the supply chain for the world. So the proximity to the supply chain and existence of semiconductor companies in Taiwan makes it a very lucrative place to invest billions of dollars for MNCs like Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon. There are multiple companies, MNCs, which have invested billions of dollars in Taiwan in recent, like Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Google, which are planning to set up their AI R&D centers or data centers in Taiwan in next few years. So I think this is one of the best times to be in Taiwan, and if you are in Taiwan or planning to relocate to Taiwan, I think this is one of the best opportunities, and good luck.
Yeah, and I think this is really amazing country to live. Right now, you see, everyone is suffering from COVID, but we are just living our normal life.
Right,
So,
right. Yeah, I think as DJ mentioned, it's one of the safest country to be in right now, and for convenience, I don't think any city is as convenient as Taipei.
So what's the one good thing and one challenging thing you find in Taiwan?
So for good things, I think there are a lot which comes to my mind. Definitely, it's one of the safest places to live in, one of the most convenient places to live in. But in particular, if I want to say maybe the people of Taiwan,
Yeah.
the people of Taiwan are amazing. Like even if you're a stranger over here, the people of Taiwan, they'll go out of their way to help you out for anything. So for challenging things in Taiwan, if I think hard, there are not many. But one thing which you'll find is sometimes language barrier. So if you want to freely move around Taiwan, I think some basics of Mandarin will be good to grasp when you land in Taiwan. And even if you don't know Mandarin, I think Google Translate is always there to help you out. So yeah, just trust on Google. But yeah, I think we Indians, we love our food. So the Taiwanese food, if you think, it's very different from the food that we get in India. So it will take some time to acquire to the taste of Taiwanese food once you come to Taiwan. But once you acquire the taste, the food is really amazing. It's very healthy and very delicious.
So which Taiwanese food you really like?
Oh, there are so many now. So I eat non-vegetarian, so I like the fried chickens in Taiwan, in the night markets. There are a lot of Taiwanese dishes like mapo tofu and dong po ro, chalang bao. So I just love the Taiwanese food.
Being a vegetarian, I think tofu is also a great thing for me. So thank you so much, Siddharth, for coming to my channel, and it's my pleasure to have you here.
Thanks, DJ, for having me.
Yeah, okay.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you. So that's all, guys, and I hope you guys like this video. So I think it's amazing experience, and we got to know lots of things about Google Taiwan and how we can work in a big company in Taiwan. So, and I hope this video can help some of you. So if you have any questions regarding find a job in Google and what kind of skill you necessarily required for some specific job, so don't forget to write in the comments, and Siddharth will answer all these questions. So that's all for today, and I hope you guys like this video. If you do, what you have to do, please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel for more updates. Bye bye, Tai Chian, Namaste.